This is deep. Now, I just was telling somebody, okay? I was just telling somebody how I transformed to Shango. I went to the core of the earth, okay? The core. This is the core right here. I fucking love this shit. Now, I was talking to Sunshine, and she said, "Have you seen Moana or Mona? I think that's one or the other, right? Mona or Moana, right? Have you seen that?" And I was like, "No." But the reason she asked me is because I told her, I said I transformed into Shango, right? April 13th, the beginning of this year. April 13th, the first month of the year. Transformed to Shango, and I went to the core of the earth. I told her, I say, I can hear the rain, I can hear the clouds screaming and crying, I can hear the earth crying, the dirt, right? The leaves, all the animals, right? This shit is deep. April 13th. I say, I can feel the energy of everybody in the earth. I say, the water was shedding tears type shit. Like I'm telling her and I'm explaining. And I was telling her, she can go see this in the video I have called How I Destroyed the Baphomet. And then I explained that part. I did these four things this one day. Okay. And speaking this language that I speak, going to the core of the earth, destroying the Baphomet, and transform transforming to Shango. Okay? Now, listen, this shit is deep. When I go to the core of the earth, it was to shock the heart and the soul of Mama Maya. Today we call her Gaia, or Papa Geb's heart back to life. Right? This is from the extraction of all of the natural resources in the earth. Right? All of the, we got a guy. Damn, I forgot his name. So you got Moses West, right? And then you got Moses West is the one who created the generator for I believe it was created for the Flint water crisis, and he was able to, I want to say, study the body, and he was able to turn air into water, because that's where we also can get our water from, is out of the air. So he created this particular type of generator to do such a thing. And the guy Joshua Joshua but the guy who turns the plastic into gas, okay? And there's a whole science behind that, because I believe the plastic is gas or some shit like that, okay? But anyway, right? God gives us these types of gifts so we can implement them in the earth, right? And a lot of the plastic, it's you can't do nothing with it. You can't send the shit out of space. You can't fucking put it anywhere in the earth, right? It's not a natural resource and shit, right? But listen, that brother was able to transform that. The other brother seen the crisis, and for me, right, on a spiritual level, I was able to transform into Shango, right? Any of the pantheon, the gods of the pantheons. This is one of the gifts I attained a few months ago, but this is back in April when I was able to go to the core of the earth, right, and shock the heart of the earth back alive, right, because everything is cyclical, right? It has its season and its time. Okay, and I believe this is, I ain't gonna say I believe, I know this is some of the things that we are able to do. Okay, and this is why you have to be as little children again and be pure in mind, right? A lot of shit come by traumas, some shit you done did in the earth is bad, having your heart broke, so many different things, okay, to get you to arrive at a place to where you're so balanced, okay, that the ancestors, the angels, right, all of these multidimensional beings, that they can assist you and give you what you need. Now listen, when I did this, I watched Mama grow out of the look. Confirmation. I watched Mama grow out the earth. And like I said, when she was rising up out of the earth, this is April 13th. A lot of people talk about Big Mama, right? The great mother of creation. They talk that shit, right? They speak about her past tense and all. I'm telling you what is going on now. She's walking the earth, okay? Divine Feminine. She just got here April 13th. This is the year. I watched her grow because I went to the core of the earth and I did such a thing. And listen, she was coming out the earth, and as she was coming out the earth, right? This the tree. I watched her head, right, start to fill out the, like her fro, but just the top of the trees, right, the branches and everything formulated, right. Her face is taking shape, right. Her arms is popping out. You feel me? As she coming up out of the earth, and her feet is coming up, right? But this was just a tree, right? Like a straight, it's just straight, but she's filling out. I watched the breast pop out, everything, but this is a tree. And soon as she, listen, before her eyes actually opened, she was already taking a step walking. Before, when her eyes opened, she was turning. At first, I blinked. She like, and she started walking. And I said, "What you looking for, mama? What you looking for, mama?" And she said, "I'm looking for enemies, and I don't see none." Just like this, April 13th. She gave me so many gifts in this one day. Like I'm telling you, she's the one who allowed me to start speaking this language fluently. Wow. Whole ass music and shit and what I'm talking about. But look, peep this though. I need to shave. But like I said, man, about the core of the earth, right? You would think of the core of it is a miniature sun type shit. You feel me? But Sunshine, that's her name. Sunshine, she was like, "Have you ever seen Mona?" And I was like, "No," but I did try to watch this with my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? This shit is so sad. But I tried to watch this with my grandkids, but I don't know if we fell asleep or some shit. But we was watching, we was trying to watch this, and we never watched it. And this is this movie right here. All right. And like I said, she was when she came up out of the earth, and I was like, "What you looking for, mama?" She was like, "I'm looking for enemies, and I don't see none." She said it just like that, and then she started to walk, and then I came out of the trance. And look at this. They have stolen the heart from inside you. You hear that? This is deep. This does not define you. That's how I felt. Like, just angry. The earth is just angry. Look at the flower of life in her chest, in this, in the chest of this, whatever this is. Literally got the spiral of life. Look at this. It's not who you truly are. Look at that. That's the heart. That's the heart chakra. See the swirl spinning? Watch this shit. I was like Mama Maya. That's what I said. Look at that. That's why she asked me, "Have I seen this movie?" Man, listen. You cannot make this shit up. Look at this shit. You can't tell me that this prophecy is not written somewhere in a Vatican vault some goddamn word. I promise you. Yes, because, listen, I do this now. I lay hands on the ground and everything. Like, oh my God, yo. This is fucking beautiful. What the hell happened? Man, listen. God up, God rising. Peace to the gods. This is Chemistry Realignment.